With the second entry in the Half-Life franchise, Valve set an impossible standard. But before we can get into the why, let's talk about the how. Published in 2004 with over 12 million copies sold, this game won a bunch of Game of the Years, Best PC Game, Best Graphics, and even a VGX Game of the Decade. It used Valve's Source Engine, which had advanced physics, dynamic environments, and facial animations. All of that combined resulted in a deep level of immersion that was way ahead of everyone at the time, just like Half-Life was when it came out in 1998. I'm not going to get into the industry impact the series has had. I already did that in my Half-Life 1 review. I will put up a card over here so you can watch that and get my thoughts on that as well. So far in the Half-Life series, I've really enjoyed Valve's storytelling. You look at everything through the environment and the actions of the NPCs, and everything you see is through Gordon's eyes. And you have to piece the puzzle of everything together yourself. And you will see me try to do just that as I attempt to tell you about the story from my first playthrough. This starts off with a familiar face, the last face you saw at the end of the first game, the G-Man.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
He's still weird, he still doesn't feel quite human, and you are now on a train. Not sure where you are, and by the looks of the train station, when you are. Let's start putting these pieces together.
I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors.
Okay, hologram Sean Connery just mentioned City 17, so that's probably where we are. And being how it's a hologram, more than likely, we're in the distant future. Not sure who these benefactors are, but also, everyone is wearing these blue pants and blue shirts. Wait. I've seen this before. I knew it. We're in Canada.
It's all I have left. All right, I'm moving. Jeez.
Man, these Mounties are dicks. Wait, no. Mounties wear red, so we're not in Canada. You start making your way through the train station and you are about to board another train when you are led into a different room by one of these Mounties, cops. I think they're cops. From the looks of it, I'm about to get the shit kicked out of me.
About that beer I owed you.
What?
It's me, Gordon. Barney from Black Mesa.
Barney,
Sorry
you're
for the
still
scare.
alive?
Put on a show for the
We're not
cameras.
in the
I've been
future,
working
are we?
undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected
Do
more
I
warning.
know you?
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well,
Barney sneaks us out the back of the room after telling us where the lab is, and we are on our own to get through City 17, which is probably not in Canada.
Allow me to address the
While wandering around, I attempt to bribe one of the cops with a baby doll so I can use what I think is a shortcut. Looks like I'm going the long way. I go through the maze of apartments. I watch the cops raid a house. Oh shit, they're on to me.
Get in here, quick! Keep moving, head for the roof!
Couple random people help me escape the patrol. I make my way to the roof where a giant squid starts shooting at me. The stairs collapse and then I get surrounded by the cops and then someone comes out and rescued me. Not sure who it is, but she seems friendly enough.
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
So you know who I am too.
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though.
Remember you?
Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator.
My old boss is Sean Connery.
Breen.
After some conversation in the lab about something called a red letter day, you get introduced to it. You find it. That orange, iconic suit that makes all the ladies just want to
Huck to and spit on that thing.
Alright, so the plan is they're going to teleport Alex over to the other lab, then they're going to teleport me.
Well, did it work?
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Yep, she made it to the lab. Now it's my turn. Now, wait. I know Barney is a security guard from Blue Shift, but Dr. Kleiner? Eli? Is it these guys? It's tough to tell because there was only 4 character models for the scientists in the first game. But more importantly, did Coomer make it? Now it's your turn to get teleported to the other lab, but that gets messed up by Kleiner's vegan pet head crab, and you bounce around some, including into Sean Connery's office twice, and ultimately end up outside the window. So we're walking. Barney tosses you a crowbar, and off you go. You make it through some tunnels with a bit of platform, and then you arrive at a dock, and you hear a radio transmission.
Black Mesa East to Station 6. Do you read? Dr. Freeman is on his way downriver. Lend him the airboat and give him all the help you can. Repeat. Gordon Freeman has returned. It is critical he reaches Black Mesa East.
On your way to the dock, the route gets bombed with crabs. Crab bombs. That's not scary at all. You take care of that and eventually end up at the airboat. And it's a real airboat. These are used in the Everglades. Florida. See, the G-Man's still checking in on me. Nothing new. Then you continue to make your way down the river till you wind up at a base camp that's about to move out because of Combine forces.
Just in time, Doc. We gotta move out before the Combine picks us up. We're just getting ready to pull out.
At this point, I'm pretty sure the Combine forces are the guys in blue, but no clue what that red eyeball thing is exactly. I do know it's an alien, but wait, that big eyeball is that the turtles from the first game? Is that what they're supposed to look like? That's a big graphics change in just 6 years. Either way, the high-def turtle puts a gun on the boat and you go and fight a helicopter and finally make it to Black Mesa East. While there, you're introduced to Dr. Mossman, you get reunited with Dr. Vance, and Alex is there as well. While exploring the lab, you find a baby picture of Alex, and I'm beginning to think I'm only like 15 or 20 years into the future. Also, to nobody's surprise, they don't get along.
No, not at all. It was a calculation error, not a mechanical problem.
Then maybe you should let me do the calculations next time, as well as installing it.
Alex, really? Sometimes I think you deliberately misunderstand me.
Alex, why don't you take Gordon along and give him some practice with the gravity gun?
Sure.
On the way to practice with the gravity gun, Alex mentions Ravenholm.
That's the old passage to Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore.
That's not ominous at all. While we are doing the cleverly disguised tutorial, we get attacked by the Combine and are separated.
Take Gordon out of here. Head for the coast. Do not go through Raven.
Dad?
I'm pretty sure we're going to Ravenholm.
Dog, take Gordon to the Ravenholm tunnel.
I knew it! I knew it! With a name like that, shit's about to get weird. This is an immediate drastic change from the rest of the game. It is very creepy. You see half a body swinging from a tree. You see a crab bomb over there. And there's a little wood shack out to the left. Oh, that guy's in half with a saw blade. Does that mean I can... Does this shoot? I should be able to launch it, right? I mean, let's see. Oh, okay. That had some force behind it. We gotta find something. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Welcome to Ravenholm.
Farewell, brother. I fear I deliver you to a darker place. May the light of lights illuminate your path. Look to your own salvation.
Fare thee well, brother. Tend to your flock. Fear not for me. I have Satan's boomerang to guide me. I fucking love that guy. After Ravenholm, you make it to a camp where you learn the fate of the others.
Gordon, you made it through Ravenholm. Thank God.
It was quite fun, actually. Let me know if I need to go back.
I need your help. They've taken my father. He's been taken to Nova Prospect. The Vortigaunts tracked the ship that made off with him and Judith Mossman. While the trains are still running, I'm gonna hitch a ride. Here's where you come in, Gordon. I need you to make your way along the coast until you get to Nova Prospect. It used to be a high-security prison. It's something much worse than that now.
Hold on. Nova Prospect.
He's about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Thanks again, Barney. On the way back to Nova Prospect, you have to platform across the bridge, and I want to take a minute to appreciate this. The trip back was so intense with that giant squid shooting at you. It was one of the cooler things I got to do in a video game in a long while. Then you have to play a game of the floor is lava, because if you touch the sand, the antlions jump out and attack you, and then you have to fight the big boss. Then a Vortigaunt gives you some garlic bread that it got off the corpse. This lets you build an army to storm Nova Prospect with, and you do just that. Eventually, you meet up with Alex, and she uses a magic wand to open a door, hack machines. This thing can do everything. She uses it to find her dad in the sea of Matrix pods and tell him we are going to get him out, and sends him to the top where the teleporter is.
Alex, Gordon, is that really you? I can't believe you found me.
Dad, are you all right?
I'm fine, but you've got to get out of here.
We're here to get you out, Dad.
Never mind me. Save yourselves.
No, we're not leaving you. I think I can recalibrate the Combine portal to get us out of here.
We also find out where Judy Mossman is.
There she is. Leave it talking to me, Gordon. We may need her to get out of here.
Thought she was gonna come with us.
Hello? Oh, thank God someone. Alex? Gordon, how did you get in?
Violence.
We know all about you and Green.
What?
You've been a spy for the Combine the whole time.
Is it? Alex, you left out some key information. You fight off waves of enemies until the teleporter charges up, and then, to no one's surprise, you get betrayed by Mossman. I mean, she is a spy, right?
Stop! What are you doing? I'm sorry, Alex. It's the only...
No!
Then you charge the teleporter and get out of there before you get overran, and you land at the beginning of the game. The doc there pulls a shotgun on you. Very gangster, Doc. Props to you on that. and you learn that you have been in a teleport loop for a week and everyone thought you were dead. They took it as a sign to start the uprising, and now chaos is in the streets and Barney needs help.
Come in, are you there? Hey, Doc, are you there?
Yes, Barney, and I'm no longer alone. Alex and Gordon have just arrived.
What's up?
Oh, man, that's good news. I almost gave you guys up for lost. We're planning to set up a staging area for attacking the Citadel.
Gordon and
I'm down to help. I mean, I kind of owe you for that train thing.
I'll take all the help I can get. Oh, crap! Incoming! Go on, get going!
Okay, Gordon, you heard him.
You fight through the city while having NPCs join you as squad mates. When you get to the bridge, you find that it is destroyed. When Alex goes to find a way around, she gets captured by the Combine and taken to the Citadel.
Hey! Looks like we might be able to get through down there. Let's head that way. Ah, no! Gordon, run! Get out of here!
You eventually make your way to Barney, and then you all storm a building, take out some generators powering the shields, and head to the roof. Take care of some things up there, then end up in the courtyard fighting some spider-like things. Then you make your way into the Citadel and then get disarmed by a machine, except for the grav gun, which gets drastically upgraded along with doubling the capacity of your suit. It's all you have for the rest of the game, but it's also all you need. You make your way through a few areas and line rides, then hop in one of them and basically capture yourself, and you get taken straight to Sean Connery's office. Through a group of Dr. Vance, Alex, who are also in other pods. Then Mossman pulls a double backstab and everyone gets released.
Judith, what do you think you're doing?
We're doing what I could never do alone.
You're not a spy now? Now you have to stop that guy from selling out all of humanity. You fight your way up to the roof. You pull out all the orbs. You shoot the machine thing. Whatever that thing is in the middle right there. You shoot that. You start shooting at the squids that are storming you. And then boom. The machine starts to explode. The place is engulfed in flames. And then time freezes, and the G-Man appears and locks you away again.
Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again? It seems as if you only just arrived. You've done a great deal in a small time span. You've done so well, in fact, that I've received some interesting offers for your services. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate them, but these are extraordinary times. Rather than offer you the illusion of free choice, I will take the liberty of choosing for you, if and when your time comes round again. I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition, Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... well, I'm really not at liberty to say. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
And all you can do is ask yourself, did we win? Is Alex okay? What happens now? Then black. Let's start with the weapons. They kept some of the ones from the first games, like the 9mm and the revolver, and the SMG with the grenade launcher, shotguns, RPGs.
And the mighty crowbar.
But they also added the grav gun, pulse rifle. They changed the crossbow to shoot heated rebar. And they added garlic bread to command your army of antlion. They still have alternate fire modes with launchers for the grenades from the SMG, the double tap with the shotgun, and the pulse rifle shoots an orb of death that melts any enemy that it touches. There's also some new enemies as well. Out of the aliens from Zen with an X, they kept the Alagussi, the crabs, the swamp piranha. I saw it during the teleport sequence, but didn't actually fight one. Zombies, but they added fast zombies. That's my nightmare. They also added poison crabs and apparently NFL quarterback zombies that can throw the poison crabs as far as they want to. Also, if those things bite you, it poisons you and drops your health down to 1. You slowly recover it back, but it can get you killed pretty easy right after it happens. Another difference, instead of the military grunts, you have the combined forces. Starting with those police guys, I'm assuming they're human since Barney was undercover as one. There's also a heavy armored version of them. Some of them have shotguns. There's also a version of them in white that are tougher than the ones in blue. And these annoying manhacks that are basically flying weed whackers but can be used as batting practice with a crowbar. They also added new vehicles like the APCs, those giant spiders with guns, helicopters that drop bombs, and flying squids that either shoot or drop enemies off, along with the 2 vehicle sections that you have with the airboat and the buggy. The enemies and guns feel right at home in this. They are different enough to be considered new, but familiar enough to not feel out of place in the story. These new additions to the franchise, along with other improvements like how you can feel the improved physics with the new puzzles. It utilizes the weight of an object to push something, normally a ramp to jump in a vehicle. They even have floating barrels for one of them, but my favorite interaction by far, if you couldn't tell from my time in Ravenholm, is the saw blade and grab gun combo. This is such a good interaction of flinging it and then pulling it back, just like a boomerang of death. It is so much fun. I found myself looking for the saw blade I just launched so I could do it again and again. The gunplay feels just as good as anything released today. I am happy they stuck with the golden rule of showing and not telling generally. There was a couple prompts saying press E to interact with something or popping up on the controls for the vehicles, but they never stopped the game with the tutorial screen or holding your hand through charging the suit, or one of those 3 screen things like press W to go forward and then on the next screen it's like, here's how to turn left or right, blah, blah, blah. They never did that. They kept the flow of the game. Closest they got to a tutorial screen was when you were playing fetch with dog, and that was more of an immersion type thing since the grab gun is a big part of the game, especially at the end when that is all you have. Besides those few instances, everything else is covered in dialogue with NPCs or sometimes having you look at a map, but you never lose control of Gordon. You can just ignore looking at the map if you really wanted to, but that is a part of the game design. I know in the first one I would struggle to figure out what was needed to get done to advance, and in this one it just felt more intuitive. I am not sure if that's me just getting used to the way Half-Life is as a whole, or if the design team did a better job than it in the first one. If I had to guess, I think it's a bit of both. With all this being said, nothing is perfect. Some of the exposition type scenes feel like they lasted a bit too long. The driving in the game is difficult and sometimes the controls feel backward depending on how the camera's facing, but the biggest problems was with the squad AI. I know this is an older game and a lot of this was cutting edge at the time, but the pathing they had was very, very suboptimal. They stuck close behind you, making parts of fighting through the city a nightmare. When you are inside the buildings, if you go to check a room, they will pile up at the door and you'd kind of have to push them, move them, and wait for it to process for them to actually move. This really discouraged me from exploring those places. Also, running in the open and seeing a grenade get thrown your way and trying to back straight up, but you can't, so you get hit with the grenade because they are one step behind you at all times. That really started to get frustrated to the point I would run in the open and try to get them killed so I could move about more freely when I saw I was coming up to a building and I needed to go into it. But that is really my only complaint, and it's forgivable because I can't think of another game with AI squad mates at this time frame. The narrative in this game is fantastic once you actually figure out what's going on. There are clues everywhere to help you piece together what happened since you were locked away by the G-Man at the end of the first one. I know I missed a lot of the lore during the gameplay, but the things I did notice made me think even after I stopped playing for the day. The bodies in the sewers, that turtle strapped to the chair in Nova Prospect, the obviously malnutritioned people in the Citadel. Did those people in the sewer rather die than live under the Combine's control? What did that turtle know to get put through that? What did those people do to make the powers that be even consider that they warranted that type of treatment. Where am I actually at? How did Sean Connery seemingly become the president of the world? What is the Combine? Where did they come from? All these things are questions I needed answers to. Expect a more in-depth lore video once I played through episode 1 and 2. When they made the Half-Life narrative between what happened at the Black Mesa facility, and then they built upon it to show how it impacted the world in Half-Life 2, while keeping the gameplay and feeling of this world the same. The game will punish you for mistakes, but they never feel like cheap shots, and it's something you can learn from. They still don't hold your hand, and they let you find your own way. They introduce most things naturally, but take time to let you practice the more in-depth features of the game, like playing fetch with dog to learn the mechanics of the grab gun, or stacking those boxes at the very beginning to learn about manipulating the environment. It all felt seamless. They didn't stop the game to do a tutorial screen. There was never any eruptions to the gameplay. This type of gaming experience is something I never knew I needed until I played this. Now I know when I play another game and it gets interrupted by tutorial screens, it will feel jarring compared to this. Valve created a once-in-a-lifetime experience that is still great to play to this day. The in-depth level of design, gameplay, the caretaking with the world building, all of this is why it is one of the best games ever made. It has created an impossible standard that no one will be able to duplicate.